What is up, everybody? I hope everyone's having a great day today. We are here in Sturbridge, Massachusetts at a beautiful facility. And I want to thank my man, bobbyagt, for making this all possible. To the audience, my name is Kevin Barber's, and this is bobbyagt. This is the man of the show right here. So let's introduce him first to the world before we get into me, because he's making this all possible. bobbyagt, my man, how you doing?
Doing well. Thanks, brother. Good to be here with you, making it happen. It's kind of funny, huh? Kind of
funny how everything came about, huh?
Absolutely.
I mean, they're probably wondering, how the hell do we even know each other?
Yeah, it's a super funny story, actually. I was browsing Instagram one day, just doing my thing, looking at like hot girls and UFC fighters and all that jazz.
Two great things.
And I see this guy, he's commenting on everything, all capital letters. I hope you're having a great day. Follow me for more motivation, all that stuff. It was just like, it caught my eye every single time.
How many times had you seen it before you were like, all right,
at least 20.
Really?
Yeah, no, maybe 15. I was like, oh, let me check this guy out a lot sooner than later. But yeah, started following him. And you did this really, I don't know, how would you describe it, routine.
The what is up, everybody?
What is up, everybody, and the stomping out the evil and all that stuff. And he was just making a lot of noise on Instagram, just, you know, spreading positivity, doing what he does. And I'm like, this guy's really fucking cool. And then he started going live on Instagram, and I started watching along. And sure enough, this guy's real cool. And he only lives about an hour away.
Not bad, man.
I'm like, oh, fuck it, let's get together, let's collaborate, and let's do some big things.
Yeah, no doubt. The first time we met was formally. I met you. You were doing a gig out there in where was that? Worcester.
Yeah, good old Worcester.
I said, yo, I'm coming. So we kicked it, and he killed it. bobbyagt. Follow bobbyagt on Instagram, Twitter.
No Twitter.
No Twitter.
I talk a lot of shit about MMA fighters on Twitter, so I don't like.
Okay.
I don't promote it.
Oh, shoot. So Instagram, Facebook. Where else?
That's it. YouTube. Yeah, I got some YouTube stuff on the band page. A Good Time Music.
Now, Bobby, I said this to you when I first came across your page. I said, when I first saw you like something, right? This guy's name is bobbyagt. So I was like, bobbyagt? I'm trying out for America's Got Talent. Does this guy have anything to do with America's Got Talent? Right? So you must, like, I was just like, I asked you, I'm like, Bobby, and you're just like, nah. So it's funny how things work out like that.
Definitely.
You know, so tell them about AGT.
Yeah, AGT, it's my band. I'm in an acoustic duo, 2-person band called The Good Time. We're from Worcester. We play gigs all over Worcester, all over Boston, all over this area, Sturbridge. And yeah, we've been doing it for a couple years now. We play a lot of acoustic covers, all your favorite pop songs, all your favorite rap songs, country songs, and we do our own original music as well. Shout out Poolside, dropping on Spotify. Already dropped on Spotify a long time ago.
Nice.
But yeah, first original song. Check it out.
No doubt, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. So what the heck? What are we gonna get into today? Yeah.
I don't know, man. I wrote some stuff down. I know you and I have some similar interests.
Definitely do.
Definitely when it comes to the motivational stuff, when it comes to the MMA stuff. We both like music.
And don't forget about mental health.
Mental health is important, no doubt.
Like, this is how it all got started. Like, we all evolve in the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this all started through mental health. I mean, I started putting myself out there to the world because I was questioning. I didn't know where my mental health was at. So I felt like, all right, let me do something to relating mental health, and that is by sharing my mind with the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I'm glad that has brought us together today, because if I never would have did that, then I never would have came across all these great people that I've come across.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm super grateful for it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and
likewise.
Yeah,
no doubt. So
I'm excited to see where this goes.
Oh man, this is episode number 1 of.
I don't know, man. We'll have to figure that out.
Maybe
y'all can help us.
Yeah, maybe y'all can help us, or maybe we can figure it out by the end of the show.
We'll see.
What the name is going to be.
Man, now my distraction. I'm going to be thinking about it the whole time.
Right. Well, it's very important. This is a very important thing. You know, right now it's the very important thing.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
We got to brand ourselves. The very. You already had that plan.
I didn't.
No. The very important thing.
Maybe throw out the or keep in the or the.
Mm.
Oh, well, you got
I like
the Joe
that.
Rogan Experience.
The Joe
So the
Rogan.
very important something.
Very important show.
The very important show. Let's play with it.
Let's play with it.
Let's play with it a
I
little
feel like
bit.
we can have a stronger word, a more...
Maybe not very, but keep important.
I like important.
Okay. So what's another word for very? I don't know, but all right. Well, let's work on that. And that's a branch of the tree. I love this table, by the way. It's made of these branches of the trees. That way, you know what I'm saying? That we're branching off of ideas.
My buddy Travis, who owns and operates.
Shout out to Travis.
Travis is the man. He should be popping in at some point. But
yeah,
yeah. He's the mastermind behind all this.
Beautiful.
He owns this lovely office space, and we turned it into a studio in a matter of 2 weeks, or he did
shoot.
rather. He put the work in. Brandis Center Studios is where we're at. Shout out. Brandis Beard Co. We do the whole thing. We got a studio. We got a beard company, beard oil, beard balms, all that.
Wow.
Men's grooming. Out here building brands.
We gotta stay nice. You know, we gotta stay nice and crisp. You know,
Of course. Keep it clean. Keep it fresh.
if you're not, then you're dirty and you're what's the opposite of fresh? Stale. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to be stale up
We
in
want
here.
those stale people up in this house.
Oh man. So yeah, like I said, what are we about to get into? We've already got into a pretty good amount of things, and we already have a challenge that we're faced up against.
Yeah, it's true.
We need a freaking name.
We do need a name, but we'll get there. We'll brainstorm after this. I'm sure we'll hop on a call, chat for an hour, and figure it out.
We will definitely. So let me get into this first. Now that we're on the topic of it, when I first started doing this, Bobby, a lot of people were like, "Yo, let's do a podcast. Let's do a podcast. Let's do a podcast." I was actually in process with somebody that we were going to do a podcast. We had my dad has a shop. He does vinyl siding. Shout out to my father, Ed Barber, Heritage Remodeling. He's got a shop. And he got a room that I was like, Dad, I want to do a podcast. I'm going to clear out this room and we're going to do this up big. You know, we're going to do this up nice. And I had a buddy, and he was helping me. He was vacuuming. You know, good guy. We ran into some difficulties, you know, when things didn't get popping, and I was pissed, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he's still a good guy, and it is what it is. You know, there's a lot that goes into this. Look at this. Look at this beautiful machinery, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
straight up.
You
Takes
know,
a lot.
So like I said, a lot of people, when I also started doing these, a lot of people was also reaching out shout out to Latchy from Australia. He wanted to get one going. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Velton. You know Velton, right?
I think so, yeah.
He's the guy. He's the kid that I did the podcast with.
Oh, right. Yep.
Shout out to Velton Bastian. Shout out. Who else was asking me? A lot of people was asking me.
I know I asked you like a month ago, and you just brushed it off like, nah, fuck this kid.
No, I did not brush it off. I didn't know exactly how serious you were.
You see this place, thing?
You
see this place, dog?
Wow, this is pretty serious.
You know what I'm saying? Although, like I said,
but
shout out to Travis.
Yeah, but you know, though, first of all, do you remember when you said that to me?
No.
After your gig.
Yeah.
After I had been drinking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have brushed you off, but I was excited.
Well, fuck yeah.
I was like, yo, let's do it. And then maybe it felt like a brush off because the next few days I didn't really attack it. But you were also in the process of getting this all going.
Right.
When you said that.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. When you said that, were these mics here?
No.
Was these table here?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, that desk was there.
So, okay, the desk was there. But now, when you presented it to me like, yo, let's set this up, it's set up. We're here.
We're here.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Is there we go again.
The most important thing.
All right, we got to stick with it. Yo, we sticking with it. We sticking with it.
Most
important
important
most important thing. But what did I say the first time? A very important thing.
I
like the most important thing.
Most important thing.
All right, we still got to play with it.
We gotta finish every show with the most important lesson.
Yeah.
Of that show.
Yup. Because as you know, living life at your best, that's pretty damn important.
Straight up.
It's pretty substantial to your mental health. Because if you feel like you're good, but you are not good, what are you? You're one thing you are, you're freaking confused.
That's true.
You're very confused. Straight because
up.
In your head, you're living yourself as one thing, but in reality, you're not what it's in your head. So you know what you do at that point? You know what a lot of people do at that point? To get to that place in their head, they sleep.
Yeah.
Man, I can go to sleep and be a freaking everything I said I am. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I go to sleep. I'm a movie star. I'm
Straight
everything until I wake up And I'm like, oh, shoot.
Back at it again.
I actually got to work at this stuff to get there.
Right.
So it's not easy. Listen, this is not easy. This is the Very Important Thing podcast, the first episode. Okay, and this is number 1. Setting this all up was not easy. Coordinating this was not easy. Putting these mics in was not easy. Nothing is this is easy. There's lighting. You know, this place is what makes dreams come true. You know?
I think so.
And starting from where we started. A little teaser that you threw it out there to me, and you were like, yo, I'm getting this room going. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Boom. It was out there. Now there's substance to it. Foundation, walls, roof. This is the roof.
That's all you need, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
This is blow the roof off this place.
Holy shoot.
You know what I'm saying?
We are the roof, but we are getting blown off.
For the whole foundation. We got it all.
We got it all. We are here. And you know what's funny is we haven't even gotten into anything we've said we were going to get into at all yet.
That's true. Well, next on my list here is I want to segue into specifically how you have been dealing with all this bullshit going on in the world.
This pandemic?
This
Man.
crisis.
Yo, Bobby, as you know, when I set out last year around this time, you know, with these videos, just breaking up with my ex, I had no clue that there'd be a pandemic in the next year. Listen, when I made that first video too, I had no clue what was in store for my life. Right. You know, like I was, you know, working for my dad and not knowing what exactly I wanted, but knowing that if I put myself out there and I did something outside of my comfort zone, something will come of it.
Right.
Yo, Bobby, I think something came of it.
Yeah, straight up, man. I mean, it's consistency. You keep it going. You keep doing your thing. And it's just compound growth. Every day, you get a little closer. You talk about it often. You have your highs. You have your lows. You know, sometimes the lows feel like they're forever. But, you know, you just keep at it, chip away at it a little bit every day. And all of a sudden, things start happening. It's crazy. I found myself literally right before all this pandemic shit started happening. I was working my ass off full time, 9 to 5, and trying to make my band work. I was working 9 to 5, 40, 50 hours a week, playing 4 or 5 gigs a night, 3-hour sets.
Holy shoot.
3-hour long sets, hour long to get there, break up, you know, pack up, pack down, all that shit. And I was just fucking dying, dude. I was dying. I remember I was losing hair. I was like so tired all the time. Barely saw my family, my kids, my family. And finally, all that hard work, that was like a year and a half consistently, 60-hour a week day job and 4 nights a week gigs with me and AJ. Shout out AJ. And yeah, eventually I was able to quit my day job because we were so consistent with the music. Coronavirus, unfortunately, made it so all these bars and restaurants that we play at on the reg can't do live music, but it is what it is. We adapt and we build podcast studios and try to make that a thing instead.
Oh, it's a thing. It's a very important thing.
It is.
Hey, very important thing.
It's the very important
thing. Yes.
The most important thing. I thought it was most. I like most better.
The most that is true. The most
important thing.
But we can use the very important thing throughout the podcast because, you know, we're going to mess with it. Maybe we can even get a vote. You know, we'll set up a vote. We'll set up a, what is those called? Vote, right? A poll. I knew there was another terminology for it. Yes. So we'll set that up. And you said compound growth, Bobby, which I think leads us into my next topic here.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, 100%. Well, 20%.
That was a good segue.
20%, actually. Because 100%, listen, 100%, staying 100% real in life is not hard because, man, you're real. If you're going to be real, be 100% real because that's what's going to take you as far as who you are in life is what your true value is. So be 100% real and see exactly how valuable you are.
Right.
People are out here trying to be someone else and they're not getting their true value in themselves because they're not being themselves.
Right.
Man, you give yourself, you let go of everything else that's distracting you in life and you finally decide, you know what? I'm going to be myself, and you're going to get a lot of different reaction from people that you're not used to because listen, people think they know who you are.
Yeah.
And these people try to tell you who you are. But when you start telling them who you really are, you're going to get pushback and you're going to get reactions that you may not like. You're going to get reactions that they may not like.
Right.
But if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. What's meant to be, I'm not going to stop singing that song either. What's
If it's meant to be, I'll sing it. I'm the singer. Here.
listen, with your editing skills, you got to throw that in there when I say that.
True. I don't
This
know.
is podcast number
I
one.
might get that copyright infringement.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Well, what about Hey Look, I Made It?
I was thinking about doing a cover version of that song.
Oh,
You know,
well, I asked you that.
Yeah.
Did you bring your guitar?
I did. It's right there. I don't know how much time we got for
Well,
guitar.
it's about 3 or 4 minutes,
But
and
it's
I'm going to rhyme a little bit.
but it's episode number 1, so we got plenty of time.
It's episode number 1.
Maybe
So-
next episode we can just do a whole concert.
Yeah, maybe. You never know. So, like I said, what's meant to be is, everything that comes with being yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to compound growth. That's about being 100%. Let's get to the 20% that I was speaking of. As you saw in the beginning of the show that you saw my name, Kevin Barbers. You also saw 2 mil 60 days. You're probably wondering what the heck that means.
Yeah, lay it on me.
Well,
What is that?
it means exactly what you think it means. 2 mil, which is short for $2 million, and 60 days, my friend. So my plan is to make $2 million in 60 days through exactly what you said, compound growth, 20% each day. How am I going to do that? Listen, let's get into something a little bit, because what I am about to say is something that I'm going to use to propel my future, but it is something that has held me back in the past. So how the hell does that make sense? How are you going to use something that held you back in the past, and how is it going to propel you into the future? Well,
You're going to use that lesson you learned,
right? All right, so if you're balancing out your past with your future, what lies in the middle? Exactly.
Right
the
now.
present moment. So your present moment is where you have learned from the past to use for your future.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the past, I wasn't thinking about the future. In the past, I was thinking about the present.
Right.
But in the present, you need to think about the future. You know what I'm saying? So I am out here in the present thinking about the future, not worrying about my past mistakes that I was only thinking about the present. So in this present moment, I am thinking about the future. This is a lot of hoopla. Yo, get to the point, dude. What are you even talking about? Wait, did I say the point? I said I gambled, right?
No, you didn't even get to that yet.
Oh.
No, man.
Well, I had a gambling problem.
Oh, really?
I had a gambling problem, Bobby.
I feel like we all got problems.
Yeah, I had a big Well, the thing about the gambling problem, though, it wasn't a problem when I was doing good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was actually it was actually a solution.
Yeah.
It was a solution because it allowed me to do things that I wanted to do in life. I mean, I was traveling here, there, and everywhere at one point. You know, I went to Portugal. I stayed in to Seda. I stayed in San Miguel. I went to Florida. I went to Vegas like 6 times, Bobby. You know,
Wow.
and I freaking drove there too.
Yeah.
I drove to Vegas.
Christ.
Yeah, like 40 hours of driving. But my point is that in the past, I was using sports. I used to bet on sports. Well, not that I used to. I'm still about to. But the perspective of it has changed. I don't want to get back into the present future. I already said that. But you have to think long term in life, not short term. So I was thinking a lot of short term. I was trying to make 50 grand in a day, Bobby.
Right.
And you know what's tricky is I've done it.
Yeah.
I've made 50 grand in a day.
Yeah.
But when life happens like that, you're almost tricked into believing that is sustainable.
Right.
Bad things can happen to you that good thing, it almost feels like a good thing, but it's a masked good thing.
Yeah.
Because underneath that mask it's bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 100%.
So
100%.
So let me just finish this before we get into anything else. Yeah. So 2 mil 6 days on Instagram. Follow me at 2 mil 6 days on Instagram. Listen, we are out here starting with $50. We are developing a 20% increase in profits every single day. A 20% average daily increase in profits every single day. We are starting with $50 in our bankroll. We are making $2 bets to get to our 20% increase. 20% increase of $50 is only $10. You're probably thinking, oh, why am I going to win $10? Why are you going to win $10? Because you need to win that $10 on day one to get to your 60th day where you're going to win $2 million.
Right.
Okay, so you got to get through these first days where it may feel like you're not making anything.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
So you start with $50. You're making $2 bets to get to $60. Okay. We get to that $60. We can go into day 2, or we can keep trying to make as much money as we can in that first day.
Right.
As long as those bets are scaled to that $50, which is $50, $2 bets from $50, that's about 5%.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're looking at a 5% bet on on this program. Okay. So each bet is about 5%, and you're using that scale all the way up to $2 million.
Right.
Okay. So when you get to $100,000, and we will, like I said, follow me 2 mil 60 days, and we will get to $100,000.
Yeah, straight up. Follow the journey. Watch it every single day. You know, it's growing a little bit each day, right?
Yeah, it really
so
is. And it's not about following it, but become part of it.
Straight up.
You know?
Straight up.
So let me just finish. Eventually, you follow the page, 2 mil 60 days. That's pretty much all that needs to be said. Follow the page, and we go from there, and I will help you along the way. You can message me at Kevin Barbers. You can message me at 2 mil 60 days, and we'll take it from there, and we are on our way. So that's what it's all about. So, Bobby, let's talk about you for a little while. What got you into music?
Ladies.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I was in high school. I thought it'd be cool to learn a couple chords on guitar. Like a decent voice. I don't think I'm the best singer in the world, but when I was younger, I was like, I can kind
Hey,
of
look,
sing.
my mate.
Hey. It's a fucking jam. But yeah, literally like in high school, just
Oh, and your voice is pretty good.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, my mom loved that happy birthday video that you sung to her.
We'll have to post that up here as well.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, shout out Annette.
Shout out to my beautiful mother. My I would say beautiful father, but
Handsome man.
he's a handsome man. There we go, Bobby. You rescued me before that could have turned bad. But I was thinking of something along those lines, but I didn't want to call my dad beautiful.
Yeah.
He's a very handsome man. So proceed.
We're all beautiful.
Is that how you met your wife?
No. My wife is not impressed with my music at all.
Really? Oh my God.
She's just sick of it, right?
Really?
Yeah. No,
It's draining.
She hears the same shit.
It's a
all day.
lot to her.
She's like, why would I come to one of your gigs? I just listen to you practice those songs a million times at home.
Oh my God.
I guess that makes sense. But
Hey, but she's stuck by you.
yeah, she's my biggest support system. I literally would not be able to be doing what I'm doing right now without her. She's the breadwinner. I'm the stay-at-home dad.
Oh wow.
And it's pretty legit.
That's you're a very proud man to say that.
You know it.
Not a lot of people will say that on a podcast that's going to be viewed by the world someday.
Hey, I'm not.
But there's nothing wrong with it. To all the stay-at-home fathers out there is nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home dad. It's actually a true blessing that you can do that. So God bless you all.
Very true. Very true. But yeah, that's how I got into music. And then I just I played in a pop punk band, so like a little heavier.
Oh, wow.
Some drums and
my
like
God.
full band stuff.
Did you have like spikes in your hair? Or
No, I wasn't that hardcore.
were you wearing all black? Or
No, I was a little more flamboyant for that style of music, I guess.
oh,
I
okay.
dressed-
So
I
you were
dressed
wearing
how I
like the
dressed.
colors. You were
Had
like
some
neon
colors on.
and like
Not
rainbow.
neon,
and-
just bright, you know?
Okay,
People
okay.
knew I was there.
okay.
And we played a few shows like that, full band, and then I'm like, oh, fuck this. I just want to play acoustic music. It's simpler. I'm more in control.
Yeah.
Less people to split the money with when we're getting paid.
Cha-ching.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's just me and AJ doing the acoustic thing, and we've been doing it consistently as a job for 3 years now. I mean, full-time for 6-7 months, but
Well, like you said, you're performing for how many hours are you performing each night?
3 hours a night.
3 hours a night, 2 guys.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I used to be the general manager of a band at one point.
Oh, really?
I got them a few gigs. Yes, their band's name is Meese. Shout out to Meese. Listen, Bobby's going to dominate this area, but my boys out there in Rhode Island, Meese, you guys are going to dominate. Keep it going. Maybe I'll get you guys a few leads from this. Who knows? But shout out to Meese. But I was getting them a few gigs.
Nice.
At the Met in Rhode Island,
Yep.
Providence.
I've been to a lot of shows. Now.
Common Pub in Bristol, Rhode Island.
Yep.
I was calling around a few different places, but so I know like a set pay, you know, the ballpark. And there's 5 of them.
Yeah.
There's 5 of them. There's 2 of you,
Right.
You and AJ.
Yeah.
Man, so that's a beautiful thing that you could have that you turned that into what it is now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a blessing for sure. It's been a lot of fun. Like I said, COVID kind of put a damper on the parade, but we're still pulling through. You know, we play every Sunday at a local brewery in Worcester, which is a nice consistent gig.
What's the name of the brewery?
Bay State Brewing?
Where is it?
It's in Worcester. I was going to shout them out, but that's not them right there. Bay State Brewing, Worcester, right off Kelly Square. Beautiful spot, great beer. Just introduced some seltzers, which is phenomenal. I have about 7 seltzers a show now.
Oh, wow.
Because it's not beer, so I'm not getting big old fat. They're only like 4 or 5 calories, so
Nuh-uh.
I have a whole bunch of those.
4 or 5 calories?
Yeah, dude,
I was thinking maybe 100.
I might be making that up. It's probably 100. I think I'm thinking 4 or 5% alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably 100 calories.
Yeah, it's probably 100 calories, which isn't too bad, though.
Which
isn't too bad, though.
It's still not so bad.
You have 3 or 4 of them, that's 400 calories.
That's true.
I mean,
if I don't eat all day, then I get fucked up and I get my calories.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to MyFitnessPal. You check your calories on that, you'll be doing all right, you know?
I use a different app, but...
All right. Whatever it takes to count those calories and make sure that you're not going over and you're not walking around feeling sluggish and lethargic. That's the worst thing in life is when you just feel like shit.
Absolutely. And I didn't realize how important that was till recently because prior to 7 months ago or 7 weeks ago, rather, I was just eating junk food, fucking doing nothing.
Oh, my God.
Literally just doing nothing, a big old couch potato. Yep. I'm like, all right, fucking, let me get in shape. Let me start training some boxing and see if I can get the cardio back, see if I can get the body back. And it's been 7 or 8 weeks now. I feel amazing.
That's awesome.
It's like crazy. I did not think that I could physically feel this way again.
No shoot.
I'm like 27 years old, and I'm like, oh, this is how I'm going to feel for the rest of my life. Dumbass. Just fucking put some work in and feed yourself properly, and you'll be fine.
Put the work in.
It's amazing how simple it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, the most complicated things sometimes in life are simple.
Yeah,
100%. It's crazy. Hey, I bought this shirt right here, right? I bought this shirt a few weeks ago, right? And I had lost a good 5 or 6, 7, 8 pounds that week. And so I bought the shirt. I didn't wear it for a couple weeks, right? But I veered off track for my diet for a week or two.
Yeah.
And I went out a few weeks ago. Last week, a couple weeks ago. And I tried to put this shirt on, Bobby, and it was too tight.
Oh, man.
I swear to God. So
nice shirt, though.
I know. Thank you.
Beautiful shirt.
So when I bought it, it wasn't tight.
Yeah.
When I tried to wear it, it was tight. And right now, it's not too tight. I can wear it. It looks good.
Again.
Yeah.
Where you at on your goal? You still?
Well, weight wise?
Yeah.
Listen, I got a lot of things on my plate.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's a lot of food on that plate as well.
Yeah, but you're number one.
Yes, my future is number one.
You got to keep the temple.
Yes, no, running. True. Listen, I've been busy. I've been physically busy lately.
Yeah, it's tough to get it in. It's tough to get it in.
I mean, for the most part, I don't go crazy eating, but like I said, I'm physical.
Right.
I'm always moving, and I feel like I'm always. I'm not packing on pounds.
Yeah. No doubt. I mean, last night I got a little tipsy.
Yeah.
And decided I wanted to crush some Oreos. First time I've done that in a very long time. I feel terrible.
No shit.
Yeah, feeling it. Just like fucking 5 Oreos.
All right, well, listen, this is one of our goals, Bobby. We have to get for potential, I don't even know if I should say this, but listen, the better we can do on this podcast, the better a lot of people are going to benefit from. So, listen, I want to get a sponsor someday from this podcast to potentially be like a nutritionist that's going to help us all eat better.
That'd be sick, absolutely,
and possibly get the viewers 20% off on their purchase.
That's a great idea.
You know what I'm saying? So,
any nutritionists out there, or any meal preppers, or anybody who does nutritional meal prepping or anything of the sort?
Yeah,
hit us up. We're trying to get this up and off the ground.
Yep,
and
let's do it. And we're gonna start from the bottom up. We're going to start from the bottom up. And we're going to work our way up. So this podcast right here, this number one, this first podcast is very important to me. It's very important to Bobby. And this is very important to our viewers that are still here listening to us, that we want you in our life. We want you part of this this transformation, this evolution, this journey, this process of life. Because we want to bring anything of value to life. And this is life. This is the only life that we know. This is the only known life. So I want to bring as much value to your known life, and that's what we out here doing. We're bringing value to life.
Absolutely. I feel like you and I both are just trying to go on these growth journeys and just trying to level up the best we can. And why not share it and teach the lessons we learn to other people? If anyone gives a shit, if anybody wants to watch,
that's it. And
we can all grow together. I feel it's extremely important.
Bobby, we get one viewer out of this, I'm grateful.
100%.
If there's not only is it one viewer, but it's 2 eyes, it's 2 ears, and I'm grateful for those 2 eyes and 2 ears. You're hearing us, you're listening to me. That's a beautiful thing, when we can put things out there and people can gravitate towards it because they see the good in it. That's what life's all about.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? There's so much shit out there, Bobby, that people are getting gravitated towards, and it truly makes me mad. It truly makes me upset. I get mad when I see my parents watching the news at night.
Yeah.
I truly get mad. I'm like, why
a
are
lot
you
of
watching the news? All you're going to see is negative things.
Right.
Like, I don't care. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't care that a fire is on 4th Street. If I'm driving by 4th Street and I see that fire, I'll get out and I'll help the freaking firemen bring that freaking hose up, to whatever. Who knows if I'll do that, but I'm thinking it,
Right. You mean well.
Yeah, I mean well.
But you don't need the negativity constantly
flowing.
And it's too much of it.
No.
It's too much.
Oh, way too much of it.
I saw something the other day. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Bring it up. But this is too much of it, man. It's just pitiful. It's stupid. It's just, and we're in the middle of a pandemic. We're living in a negative thing. It's like, we can't even say anymore like, it's like, there's like things that we can't even say anymore because we're in the middle of a pandemic, but you still have to find the positive in it. No matter what. Right. You have to take a positive out of a negative, no matter what.
Absolutely.
Because listen, you make a positive into a negative. A negative has one line for a reason. You add that second line through the fucking middle of it, through the top, you got a positive.
It's true. It's that simple.
Figuratively speaking and literally speaking.
Right. Of course. Where's this fucking
So what do you got here, Bobby?
It was the news used to tell you when something happened, and then you had to decide what you thought about it. Now the news tells you what to think, and you have to decide if it even happened.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous, and it's true. It's
Super
so true. We're questioning reality.
Everything, dude.
Because what is reality?
Right, and it's constantly changing, and just there's so much misinformation just being spewed. Facebook mostly. Facebook turned into being keeping up with your pals to like literally the news source, but you don't know where the fuck anything's coming from. So it's like you see something, this place got bombed, and then it didn't actually happen.
Yeah.
And like now, I think about Joe Rogan's podcast and all that shit, and how often they talk about deep fakes.
Deep fakes. What's that?
Deep fakes are like this crazy video technology where you can literally put somebody else's face
on
your
yes,
face.
yes.
And that technology is getting so good that like, who knows what's the truth?
You don't know.
Who knows if that's actually his face? If somebody who looks kind of like him and they put his face on it just to give us some fake news?
I know. Yeah, it's true. Crazy. And that could get dangerous.
Super dangerous.
So yeah, let's end this with a little bit of positivity as we must, as we do. Let's get off the even talking about negativity brings the negative vibes to me.
I know, huh?
So let's get it back positive. What else do we got on the?
I want to chat about the fights.
You want to talk about the fights? What do we got here?
So we had just a fight last Saturday. Right?
Last week, you want to talk about?
Well, we had a fight the other night, right? Saturday night. It was Pedro Munoz
versus Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar looked great.
He did.
He looked great. He turned back the clock.
He did.
He was picking and moving. And what'd you think?
I thought it was sick. Honestly, if I go back and look, I honestly would probably give that to Pedro.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a close fight.
It was super close.
Super close.
But Frankie did look phenomenal.
He did. He looked good.
Down.
Listen, when you get a fight, both guys can look good. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
and for Frankie to be able to, drop all the way down to 135 for that, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I saw somebody say he should fight Cruz next.
Yes.
I think that'd be
great
a sick fight.
That would be great. Mm-hmm. I would like to see it.
Lots of moving
around. 2
around.
former champions, a lot of moving around, but definitely probably go to a decision.
Yeah probably. What'd you think of Stipe and DC?
Ooh, I thought that was a great fight. It was a heavyweight classic. It was a heavyweight classic. DC came on strong in the beginning. Stipe came strong in the end.
Yeah, straight up.
What do
you think about the eye poke?
The eye poke, it sucked for DC.
Yeah,
DC got poked. Yeah, it sucked. Yeah. But what are you gonna do?
That's what it is.
It's the game. UFC needs to change their gloves.
Yeah, sure.
I have one.
I know they've been talking about it for a while. Joe Rogan dropped something a year and a half ago.
Well, that, and then Rashad Evans came on the podcast and he had the design.
Oh, really?
Trevor Whitman, I think he came on it too. Bellator. See, Pride had the glove changed.
Yeah,
they're more curved.
Right.
So the finger poke your fingers aren't being poked in their face.
Right.
So they haven't changed it yet. They haven't looked into it. Hopefully they do someday, and it takes that aspect of the game where people are getting poked.
Right.
It's shitty.
Yeah, I mean, only so much you can do about groin strikes, but there's got to be something you can do about the eye pokes, because that is that can fuck a fight up. That can make a classic fight a trash fight.
It's terrible.
Ridiculous.
It's terrible.
If they had stopped it then, I mean, it was fourth round when it happened.
Yeah.
To DC.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been unfair, but I mean, I think at that point DC was winning.
Maybe
close.
It was close. DC's a warrior.
He's a beast. Definitely.
Shout out to Daniel Cormier. He's a beast, and we'll see if we'll see if he's coming back, or we'll see if he's retiring like he says.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, Stipe looked phenomenal. I've always been a big Stipe fan. I hate when they count him out and when they make it a bigger deal about DC,
goodness.
and I understand why.
Yeah,
I understand why.
I seen Stipe fight live.
Oh, really?
I seen him beat Francis.
Nice.
And I was going there cheering for Francis.
That was a sad fight.
I wanted.
It wasn't
Francis.
a sad fight. It was just I had a bunch of people over for that fight. Or no, I went to somebody's house, but I talked a big game. I was like, "This is gonna be a fucking banger." I wasn't rooting for Francis, but I was expecting Francis to do something crazy.
Yeah, right.
And then Stipe just mopped him,
Just kept taking him down.
take him down.
So it wasn't an enjoyable fight for anybody.
Not for anybody I invited. I loved it because
Because you appreciate what
right,
he's
I
doing.
appreciate the sport.
But all they see is a big guy laying on another big guy.
Right, exactly. And everyone's like, "This is bullshit, man. Why'd you invite me?" I'm like, "Fuck you."
Are you serious?
Man, I'm having a great time.
See, that's what thing about life is when you start getting into things like you can't view things as black and white. And as we know, in many things you can't view things as black and white. You have to look at things at it from the core.
Right.
You looked at it as Stipe Miocic versus Francis Ngannou. Those guys, all they seen it was a guy versus another guy.
Right.
I'm heavily invested into emotions.
Yeah.
Okay. Emotions is what gives you interest.
Definitely.
And gives you, what you're trying to find enjoyment out of. The more emotions I feel like you have in something, the more you're going to enjoy it.
100%. I'm very and I feel the same way, especially about MMA. My wife and I are very invested in these fighters' lives.
Oh wow, your wife's a fan of MMA?
My wife's a huge fight fan.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
Who's her favorite fighter?
Rose.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I love Rose.
I mean, she's got a shaved head too, just like Rose.
Does she?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I
I don't know if
to
it was
see-
because of Rose. That's kind of lame. If that's why you did it.
She's not going to listen to this.
She might.
No, she's not. She doesn't go to your gigs.
That's
She hears
true.
you talk
I don't know.
all day at home.
I don't know. She thinks you're entertaining though, so maybe she will.
Oh, all right. Shout out to your wife, then, no doubt.
But yeah. I mean, other than that, what'd you think of the Sean fight? Sean O'Malley.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't surprised. Listen, I wasn't surprised, but that being said, I still see him having a successful career.
100%.
I
still think he's got potential to be champ. I think all that stuff. I think he's got to slow the roll. I think he needs to stop getting so sloppy and thinking that his hands can do all the work.
Yeah.
There's talk whether that calf kick actually did it or not.
Yeah.
Sean doesn't seem to think it did.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen he's talking a lot
Yeah,
of shit.
I did.
He's being a little
But it
baby
did.
about it. He's
Listen,
being a
his
little
leg
fucking
hurt.
baby, but
Yeah.
definitely.
His leg definitely hurt, and he's got brittle legs.
He does.
See. Actually, no, I can't even say because John Jones is bigger, but he had little legs, but it never affected him. But when you're smaller, when you're a smaller guy and you got small legs, you got smaller legs.
Right. Straight up.
That's what he's got.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he had both of his ankles wrapped, which prior to that makes you think that something happening prior. Was kicking it too hard prior. I know also wasn't what he got busted for USADA wise because he was taking something to enhance his bone.
Well, maybe
density?
because when he fought former CES champion Andre Sukumta, Andre, he broke his leg in that fight. It snapped. And Andre, I hope Andre hears this someday, but man, he could have won that fight.
Could have. Yeah. Shouldn't have taken him down.
He kept taking him down, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? He can't stand up. But, listen, I've never fought Andre. You're a badass dude.
Gangster.
He's a badass dude. Badass dude. He was actually, he had a fight lined up right here in nearby, Providence.
Yep.
Classic Entertainment and Sports. He had a fight lined up. Like I said, he was the former CES champion there.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, and he had a fight lined up, but freaking COVID pandemic hit, and really put a wrench in
things,
everything.
man. I mean, it's what it is. I hope there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
I think so. Yeah, I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of positives that we can take out of this.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? There's just so many lessons, and it's really testing our strength. This is a year of growth.
Absolutely. And that's what's funny is 2020, and I remember going into it, even year, fresh start 2020.
I know. Yeah,
I was
tell
like,
me
this is gonna
about
be
it.
a big fucking year. Yeah, dude, both of us.
I
We both
know.
had big plans. And, I mean, we've only been deterred a little bit, I feel.
Just a little bit. We got to make the best out of it.
Right.
It's still 2020.
Still 2020.
Listen, it's 2020. We're doing our first podcast here. And listen, 60 days, 2 mil, 60 days on Instagram. It's still 2020.
60 days is going to be a stack of cash right on this desk.
Yes, sir. Not just mine, though.
It's true.
Many people.
Hey.
I'm not going to shout them out unless they want to give me the permission to shout them out someday.
We'll get there, episode 2.
Yeah, we will. I hope this finds its way to many ears, because I feel like we've talked about a lot of good things, and there's true value to being taken out of this first podcast, and this is monumental. this is the first of many.
Absolutely.
Bobby, this is the first of many.
Oh, so excited.
We have to set a time and date, and that's still being evened out. That might even be something we have to talk about off camera.
Yeah.
But number one, first podcast, anything really goes.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So we're keeping
just
the
figuring
people
out. We're rolling, keeping it rolling, and just rolling with the punches.
That's it. So we're gonna get this released to the public, and hopefully everybody likes it and wants another one. But I think they're gonna want another one. But you know what?
Either way,
I want another one with you.
Straight up.
So it's like we're gonna do it regardless if there's people that don't want it, because we know the value that we bring, and we know that there are people out there that want that value.
Exactly. And eventually, somebody will love it. Eventually, everybody might love it.
Everybody.
So,
well,
is what it is. We appreciate you guys listening. I don't know. We wrapping it up? Up to you.
Shoot. I wanted to end it with Well, how much time you got left there, Bobby?
10 minutes.
You can tell the public why you got to cut it down so short today.
I scheduled a grooming appointment for my dog at 2:30.
Unbelievable.
I forgot all about it.
Unreal.
I'm leaving for vacation next week, so I need to get the dog groomed because she's got to stay at a dog hotel. They won't.
Oh my God, dog hotel,
yeah,
huh?
We can't bring the dog out on vacation, so she's staying at a hotel, but she can't come unless she's groomed, and she looks like a fucking homeless dog right now. So
shoot,
got to clean her up. Forgot all about the appointment. Made this lovely arrangement with Kevin here, and my wife's like, "Don't forget, 2:30."
Oh my goodness. Well,
but
this has been great. I wanted to end it with something, and I've written down a whole bunch of stuff. And the one thing that I wanted to end it with, I don't think I wrote it down there, Bobby. But we went over pretty much everything. I feel like this was a very motivational podcast. We went over my 2 mil 60 days. The new viewers, because I'm sure we're going to get some new viewers, they're probably wondering what the hell this is.
Yeah.
This
Tell
we
them
can
all about it. We got the belt. We got the
clicker board.
Clicker board.
I call it the clicker board.
I don't know what to call
it's really called a I don't even know.
Set.
No, the name of it, you can look it up on your laptop.
Yeah,
it's called a flapper board.
Flapper.
It's called a flapper
that
board.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. So we can get a little bit into the second podcast, and they can see what it's all about. Pretty much, guys, we are all a deck full of aces, and we are all champions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At one time, I had a deck full of aces, but I took that deck full of aces. Yep, you remember. And I taped them on the belt to show that we are not only aces, not only champions, but we are champions of aces. Because at the end of the day, you got to think that you're the best. I mean, as crazy as maybe cocky as that sound, but if you're not thinking you're the best, what are you? And I'm telling you that you're the best. You are the best. I believe in you. I support you, and strive for your dreams. Strive for your goals. Strive for anything that you believe in. Show the world what you're worth, because you have me to say, I believe in you, what you think you're worth. There's going to be millions and millions of people that may not believe, but all you need is that little bit of belief, that little bit of hope, that little bit of drive, that little bit of what it is to push you into facing your fears, into doing what you might have never ever done before. But here we are on our first podcast, Bobby. This was a fear. This could have went terrible.
Could have. It's not easy to do either. I think you get all this pre-anxiety about just all we're doing is having a conversation.
That's it.
This is how we normally chat with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, fuck it. Anybody wanting to start a podcast or a show or a vlog, that's my alarm reminding me I gotta go get my dog.
All right. Well, he's got to go. Bobby AGT's got to go. What are your closing words, my friend? Before I give some closing words, because I'm coming with the fire.
Oh, I was just gonna lead you up with. The most important thing is to have a great day, and I'll see you later.
Have a great day. Everybody have a great day. Thank you for listening. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.
Straight up. And then shout out real quick. I'll edit this part out. Actually. Yeah.
You edit whatever you got to edit out.
All right, say that one more time. Have a great day.
Have a great day. No, I don't like that.
Right.
We got to make this good. We got to make this flow right.
All right, y'all. Don't.
Let's just reset this ending.
Pow.
Okay. Hold on. So we have to wrap this up, Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's time to go.
So what are your closing words, my friend?
My closing words are thank you guys for listening. We appreciate the support. And always remember, the most important thing.
No, I got to give some closing words too, my man.
What do you have to say? Fuck.
I just got to yell at the camera a little bit. Just pass it over to me by Or you can say, have a great day, or I don't know. We have to have this. We have to have a good ending though to really keep them going in the end. Right. It will end with "Have a great day," and I'll talk to you soon. That's what it will end with.
Rock and roll. Fuck yeah.
Huh?
I said, "Fuck yeah."
So, man, who knows, man? Are you gonna send me the unedited and the edited?
If you want, yeah.
Yeah, I want both.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, you know what? There's going to be no editing. This is the podcast.
Hey.
All right. So this is the podcast. Everyone have a great day. And I will talk to you soon.
Peace out, y'all.
That's it. Keep it all. Edit what you think